You think you were just a cute little bug saving a ruined kingdom, but you are totally wrong. On the surface, it looks like a simple game about hitting enemies with a nail, but if you actually read the item descriptions and pay attention to the background art, a completely different, horrifying truth comes out. You realize the king did something terrible to stop an infection, and your character's existence is basically a tragic mistake. The real plot is buried deep underground. But if you thought that was dark, wait until you see the messed up family history hiding in the next game.
Hunting werewolves in a gothic city is just the cover story. You start out thinking it is a classic monster hunt. Then, halfway through, the game completely pulls the rug out from under you. Suddenly, you are dealing with cosmic gods from outer space and terrifying alien dreams. The game never hands you the plot on a silver platter. You have to piece the true nightmare together from cryptic notes and the creepy statues scattered around the map. Believe it or not, the next title hides an even bigger twist right inside the save files.
Fighting robots with swords is fun, but the real storyline begins after the credits roll. Most people finish the game once and think they saved the world. Those people missed the actual plot. You have to play it multiple times from different character viewpoints to uncover a massive, depressing lie about human extinction. The game literally uses its own system menus to mess with your emotions and reveal a secret war that never really ended. You need multiple playthroughs for that one, but the next game hides its darkest secret without using a single word.
No dialogue, no text, just pure, silent storytelling that will completely mess with your head. You play as a boy running through a weird facility, trying not to get caught. That is all you know. But as you look closely at the mind control devices and the underwater experiments, you start piecing together a terrifying plot about human testing. There is a secret alternate ending where you simply pull a single plug and it completely changes the meaning of who is actually controlling who. Speaking of mind control, the government cover-up in the next game is absolutely insane.
Walking into a creepy government building is bad, but finding out what they hide in the basement is worse. You shoot floating enemies and throw desks with your mind, sure, but the real meat of the story is in the hidden files and redacted documents left on the floor. Reading those reveals a hidden reality where everyday objects like a fridge or a rubber duck can kill you. The main plot is just the tip of the iceberg. The real secret is how the universe is bleeding into ours. That building is crazy, but wait until you get trapped in the endless loop coming up next.
Dying over and over on an alien planet is just a metaphor for something much worse. You crash land, shoot aliens, die, and wake up again. It feels like a standard space action game. But then you find a normal 20th century house sitting in the middle of the alien ruins. Exploring that house slowly reveals a deeply personal, tragic backstory about a car crash and a mother's guilt. The entire alien planet might just be a terrible nightmare happening inside her head. That is one way to hide a backstory, but the next game uses fake pizza restaurants to tell a ghost story.
A cheap jump scare game about robot bears? Not even close. The surface level is just surviving until 6 in the morning, but the real reason this blew up is the massive hidden narrative buried in newspaper clippings, low-resolution minigames, and random audio glitches. It is a crazy story about a serial killer, cursed family members, and souls trapped in metal suits. You have to literally break the game to find the twisted truth. Robot bears are scary, but they have nothing on the cosmic horror lurking under the surface of the next pick.
You are told to become a lord, but no one tells you that the gods are completely insane. It gives you a massive map and tells you to go fight. But if you actually listen to the weird characters and read the descriptions of the swords you pick up, a massive family drama unfolds. It is full of betrayals, secret identities, and hidden alien gods pulling the strings. You can play for 200 hours and still completely miss the true story of how the world broke. That world is huge, but the next game fits its biggest secret into a tiny time loop.
A cute adventure where you can talk to monsters quickly becomes a psychological test. You think you were just playing a funny, retro-style game, but the code remembers every single choice you make. If you kill someone by accident and then reload your save to fix it, the characters actually call you out for resetting time. There is a deep, hidden tragedy about a fallen child that you only discover if you play in very specific, weird ways. That game remembers your actions, but the next one straight up lies to your face about what it is.
Rescuing a girl from a flying city sounds heroic until you realize who she really is. You spend the whole time shooting soldiers and trying to escape, but the background posters, random audio logs, and weird bleeding noses slowly hint that reality is broken. The ending drops a massive bombshell about alternate dimensions and parallel universes that completely changes everything you just experienced. The true identity of the main character is hidden right under your nose from minute 1. Speaking of hidden identities, the main character in the next shooter might actually be the villain. It looks exactly like every generic military shooter from a decade ago, and that is a massive trap. You go into a ruined city thinking you are the hero sent to save civilians, but as you play, the loading screens start directly insulting you. The characters' voices change from professional to psychotic. The hidden story here is a brutal critique of violence. You are not the hero. You are making everything worse, and the game secretly hates you for playing it. That is a heavy dose of reality, but nothing prepares you for the dark place hiding in the next town. Writing a horror story is hard, especially when the words literally rewrite the world around you. You think you are solving a creepy murder mystery in a small town, but the real nightmare is hidden in the dark place underneath it all. As you switch between a detective and a trapped writer, you realize the plot is full of hidden messages, secret musical clues, and live-action videos that bend reality. You have to literally stitch the narrative together on a mental clue board to understand the twisted loops happening around you. That game makes you question reality, but the number 1 spot is literally designed to break your brain. You are a guy named Stanley, and you push buttons on a keyboard, until one day, the voice in your head starts talking. There is a narrator telling you exactly what to do. If you follow his instructions, you get a boring, predictable story. But if you disobey, the game goes completely insane. Every single door you choose to open or ignore reveals a wildly different, deeply hidden storyline about free will, madness, and existential dread. There is no true main plot, only an endless maze of secret narratives reacting to every weird choice you make. Are you actually in control of the storylines you play, or are they secretly controlling you?